Guys, it's Gojo here, and today I'm going to tell you guys the story of when I microdosed at Disneyland. This wasn't too long ago. This was me, my brother, my dad, my mom, my niece, my nephew, my sister, and then my cousin, one of my little cousins. Or no, two of my little cousins. One of them didn't go, but I had three little cousins, and two of them went. So we all go to Disneyland, and it's just a normal ass day to begin with. Like, we didn't really do anything in the morning time. It was more of like just all day was gonna be Disney. I was pretty excited. I didn't really have much planned other than what kind of drugs I was gonna bring or I was gonna try to bring, and all I really had was weed. So I was gonna try to bring some weed in, but I did a little research, and there's not many people that even brought a pen in, so I didn't really bring anything. All I brought was this small disposable that I had got from the dispensary the same day, like before I had went to Disneyland. Like I drove, cause me and my brother drove there. The drive there was pretty fun. It wasn't too bad. Like we did get to go to the dispensary and stuff, but other than that, we just drove straight there. We just listened to music the whole time, smoked a couple of bowls. You know the deal. But anyway, the real story gets started when we get to Disneyland. My brother, my older brother, his daughter is my niece, right? So my older brother, his name is Steven. He has a daughter and her name is Maya. Now Maya, she's the coolest little niece I have, bruh. Like my favorite. Oh my god. I wish I could see her every day. She's a joy to my life. Like, oh my god. Anyway, it was her birthday, and the plan was to go to Disneyland. But her dad, my older brother, he brings up to me that he has these little capsules of shrooms, and I have tried shrooms twice before this, so I wasn't too scared. I was like, it was more of just, do I really want to do this at Disneyland? Do I want to? What if I throw up? What if I freak out? It was more of those thoughts, not really. Um, the shrooms portion. It was just how I'll react and like where I was at. So I ended up deciding that I was gonna do it with him. So I ended up taking two to start with. Me and him both took two, and then my younger brother took one. Just because he was younger than us, we thought it wasn't such a good idea. So yeah, we take ours too, and then we go. We start walking, and this walk isn't as bad as the Six Flags walk, in my opinion. I don't think the whole Disneyland experience, like the walking to the park, wasn't it was not as bad as I remember Six Flags being. Six Flags was like the six because I've been to both. I've been to Six Flags more, but the line waiting for the bus at Six Flags is like horrible, and then they cram you in there. It's just not a good experience. But Disneyland, I had a pretty fun time. Like they had a couple trees out. We went pretty early in the morning. It was like 6, but yeah, they had trees out and shit, and it wasn't too bad. Like, and then everybody's wearing their Disney stuff, of course. And specifically, I remember our family. We had these Disney shirts. Like I'll put a picture on the screen. They're just shirts that say uh like my dad, he had the grandpa of the birthday girl. I had the uncle of the birthday girl, excuse me. And my brother, he had the uncle too. Just dumb. Yeah, it was dumb, but we wore them anyway just for her birthday. But yeah, so yeah, I had also forgot to mention that they didn't allow the wagons on the bus. They only allowed the strollers, so we had to move everything from our wagon onto our stroller. But the only reason we knew was because they had a family walk all the way back to their car, which was right next to ours, and then walk all the way back to the line. So they had told us, so we just left our wagon at the car, and it was kind of whack, but we dealt with it throughout the day. We just ate our food, and then it slowly got lighter and lighter. But yeah, you're allowed to have the wagons at the park, just not on the bus. At the time, I thought it was both, and I was just confused because I had saw many wagons inside of Disneyland before. Just like I don't understand how people could stay there from like go multiple times, multiple days in a row, and not have a wagon. Like that doesn't make any sense. So we put the wagon back. We go and we just take everything on our stroller. We have tons of food, and I did forget to mention I did go to the dispensary before, and I didn't just get the disposable. I had also got some wax, some dabs, and they weren't for Disneyland. They were for after, like when I was gonna go home and stuff, and I was just gonna toke up those fucking dabs, just smoke those up. But I didn't realize I wouldn't have a place to put them because I got a really good deal on them. I don't remember how much I paid, but I got a really good fucking deal. So I ended up copping those in a fucking disposable and some edibles. The edibles never hit. We bought some Rice Krispie ones, like 250 milligrams. They never hit me. My tolerance is too fucking high. I need to take a break. I forgot to mention what I did with the dabs is I put them in this sandwich bag, like in the deep crevice of the sandwich bag, because it kept the sandwiches cold. So I put it in there so they wouldn't melt. That ended up working. But yeah, we smoke a few bowls, go in, and then we go and we're waiting in this line, and I'm still standing here. My trip hasn't hit me yet. The shroom pills haven't hit me yet at all. I'm not feeling even a thing. I'm just a little high, That's it. So we get to Disneyland, we drive over there, long story short, and the check through process is clean. There's nothing really that they don't let us take. I think my dad had to throw away one thing. But yeah, they didn't really catch us with anything. We all had like something like alcohol, whether it was alcohol, weed, fucking shroom pills. We all had something and we all got away with it. Now, we get into this park, and one of the first things that happens is we all collect ourselves and gather at the front. Me and my brother, we go into the bathroom. We're like, okay, what's the update? How are you feeling? How am I feeling? I'm telling him I'm not feeling shit, and he's telling me, yeah, it's normal. All you should feel is like a little body change at most. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe we should take more. He has a whole baggie of these little fucking pills. So I'm ecstatic. I'm ready to trip throughout the whole day. But before we take them, I pull out the Lido. I actually had given the Lido to my older brother, and he put it in his sock. And then just in case, because he's older than me. And I don't know. I just didn't want my parents to get mad at me. I'd rather them not get mad at anyone because they wouldn't get mad at my older brother. So yeah, he pulls it out and we puff on it a little bit. We pass it under the stall, and he passes me the pills. I take them. I get out the bathroom, and I go up to my mom because she's doing this thing with my ADHD to where we can get to the front of the line. If you didn't know this, you can use your ADHD as an excuse to go to the front of the lines. It's a disability. You can use it as an excuse for a reason you get anxiety around a lot of people. Because I do. I get a lot of anxiety around a lot of people. So it's better to just be able to tell them, and they give you the little fast pass and tell you where to go and when to go, and you could skip the whole line. We got on a couple rides pretty quick because of it. Like, we skipped at least 2-hour lines. But yeah. So I go out, my mom's doing that, she's talking to the lady, she's telling me like, oh yeah, act like this, act like that. Little did I know my brother's still in the bathroom, and what he does next is fucking insane. This guy proceeds to pull out the pills to take some, and he drops almost the whole fucking bag in the toilet. Almost the whole bag in the toilet. Now, when he tells me this, I'm fucking just like, I'm baffled. I don't know how the fuck you could drop them in the toilet. Like, what would you have been doing to where you stumble and drop? Like, that's some movie shit, dude. You don't just drop, like, that's something that happens in a fucking Seth Rogen movie. So I'm just fucking in disbelief that he dropped more than 75% of these fucking shroom pills into the toilet. And he's telling me, oh, it's because, like, he had his daughter in there, of course. Like, he was trying to help her, and while he was doing his thing, he somehow, I don't really know, he didn't get into details, but he dropped them in the toilet, and that was just it. He dropped them in the toilet. He saved what he could, and he had to flush the rest because they were just contaminated, because there was a plastic bag, but just most of them fell out. And he shows me, he's like, oh, these are what didn't fall in the toilet. This is what I have left, and it's like maybe 8 pills and 9 pills, and I'm like, okay, well, we're good. I maybe need like 5 and I'll be chilling. So me and him both pop one more, and we are like, okay, well, we're 3 deep. Or he's actually 4 deep because he already dropped one in the toilet. He popped one in the toilet. Sorry, not dropped. He popped one while he was in the toilet, and he popped one in front of me, and then I popped one. So he's 4 deep, I'm 3 deep, and I'm chilling. I'm feeling fine. The first ride we decide to go on, I tell my mom, let's go on Jungle Cruise. Now, the problem was we had a group of 13, I'm pretty sure, 13 or 12, and the biggest group you can have is around, I think it was either 6 or 7. You have 6 people in your group. We have way over that. We have almost double that. We have double that. we have 13 people. So my mom's getting mad. She's like, they didn't say that. I didn't sign off on that anywhere. I didn't see that on the website. So we're kind of pissed. I think the dude, long story short, the dude got, like, he was like kind of felt bad for us and he gave it to us anyway. So we all ended up getting on the Jungle Cruise ride, even though only 6 of us were supposed to get on. And we're just planning on going in groups of the people who really wanted to go first and then the people who didn't really give a fuck about the ride second. So obviously all the kids, me, my older brother, because we were both doing the shrooms, my younger brother, and then my sister, my dad, my mom, my brother's fiance, they didn't really want to go on. They didn't really care. But yeah, so we all get on this ride, and let me tell you, this fucking ride, dude, is filled. Like, if you've been on the Jungle Cruise ride, you know what I'm talking about. There's fucking greenery everywhere. And I'm looking around and I'm fucking like low-key feeling it. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? I'm low-key feeling it. Like, all these trees, it's just giving me like, I'm not like seeing shit yet. I'm just more of like getting like a sense. Like, it's more of like just like a really good feeling. Like, my body feels really happy where it's at and I don't want to be anywhere else but in this fake ass forest. So we're just going through this Jungle Cruise, and one specific thing about it is the driver of the boat, quotation, because she's not actually driving the fucking boat, if you didn't know. Sorry to burst your bubble, but she's not driving the boat. It's on a track. She's cracking jokes like a motherfucker. Now, her jokes, I'm high and I'm on shrooms, so they're actually hilarious. Like, I don't know if it was because I was on shrooms and weed that her jokes were so funny, but I'm pretty sure her jokes were just naturally funny. Everybody was laughing. Like, she was just making corny ass jokes, and she sounded the thing that was funny was not the corny jokes, but the fact that she sounded like she wanted to die at all times. She was just like, and to the left we have the monkeys. Oh no, it looks like they took over the boat. Let's get out of here. I don't want to file a report. Stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like witty shit that was funny, but like it was only funny because it sounded like she hated her job. If I had to make jokes like that, I'd probably be, like, it sounded dead inside too. But yeah, that just added like a whole other realm of funniness to it, mixed with like my jaw just dropped the whole time because of all the greenery and the fake ass animals. The one thing I didn't like about the ride though was that they had like areas where it would spray you, and that shit kind of got on my nerves. I didn't like that it was spraying me and they didn't tell me that it was going to spray me. Now, I don't care that it was spraying me. I care that they didn't say anything. Like, they just let me get on this ride. Like, what if I didn't want to get wet? What if I like freaked out and I had anxiety because I got wet? Like, they don't know. And they just didn't tell me. Like, I didn't get no warning, and it was just kind of weird to me. I don't know, maybe I missed a sign or something, or I signed something that said I can't sue. I don't know. I don't really care. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. It just was kind of weird. But anyway, we get off this ride, and everybody's safe. Everybody's cool. Everybody's enjoyed the ride. Everybody thought it was super cool. I go straight to my brother. I'm like, dude, I think I was feeling it. I'm going to need another 2 of those pills. And he's like, okay, bet. Like, let's go. And he takes 1. I take 2. So now we're on the same amount. I'm pretty sure I don't know how the rest got consumed. I don't really remember, but I know we just took them throughout the rest of the day. Like, we just munched on them the rest of the day until we, we just munched on the rest of the day. But I don't really remember when, like, the time periods. Those are the first times we munched were the only times I really remember. But anyway, back to the story. After this ride, it was more of just a boring experience because it was more of like we wanted to go on the Indiana Jones ride, but since there was a height requirement, the kids started crying because they couldn't get on the ride, so they had to wait outside. So that was already kind of iffy, like, I don't really want to get on this ride because the little kids couldn't get on it, So we were all just like, oh, whatever. We went on anyway, and the fucking ride breaks down. The first ride, like, not the first ride we got on, but the first ride to break down of the evening. And we're all fucking mad because this is, like, the only one that's actually, like, an actual ride. Like, I wanted to get on this shit. So they're just like, oh, we can either wait or we can go. And they're all saying let's go because it's it's Maya's birthday. We gotta go. Like, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm kind of peeved, but I'm like, whatever. Let's go. So we go. We take them to like more of a childish ride. We don't use the fast pass to get to the front of this one. We kind of just waited in line. So that's like another hour or two where we waited. And I didn't get on this ride. I just watched. It was like that teacup ride that you spin. It was like, I was not getting on that on shrooms, bro. I was not doing it. But yeah, they got on it. After this, it was more of just a boring wait. Me, my sister-in-law, and my cousin, my older cousin, not my younger cousin. She's... What's up? Yeah, come here. Anyway, so my brother came in, and just like, I'm telling the story of when I was microdosing at Disneyland. That shit was fun.
It was cool, but like
I'm on the part where me and Sydney had to wait at the docks while you guys went to the bathroom, dude. We waited there for about fucking, I'd say, an hour and a half. Like, it was, when we started waiting there, it was daytime. When we left, it was fucking nighttime. Like, that's how long we watched these I'll put a picture on the screen now. There was these boats that went around. There was like a pirate boat, and then there was like a carousel boat. Yeah, they went somewhere else. Tell me, come here and tell them where you guys went, because I wasn't sure.
So we went to go use the bathroom, and my nephew Stevie, he saw like this game with like these guns, and he wanted to shoot the guns. So we went, we bought, like, we traded out the dollars for like some quarters.
Now the whole time they're doing this, me, my sister-in-law Sydney, and my little cousin, and then my other little cousin, she's like a baby. We're all just fucking waiting at this gate. Like, I'll put the picture on the screen. We're all just waiting, and we watch these boats go around at least 6 times, dude. So apparently it's called the Mark Twain Riverboat, and it's a 12-minute ride. And yeah, I did the math, and it was about 72 minutes, which adds up to about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm not sure. And if you've been to Disneyland, you know how long they take to start up. These bitches take like at least 30 minutes to start up each time they go around. And we watched this shit go around 6 times before they came back. It was just boring as fuck. But when they did come back, I forget which ride did we go on after that. We went on that Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Let me tell you, dude. Okay, I'm pretty sure we all three popped 3 more of these. I don't know if we. Yeah, I don't care. Because I put these warnings in the beginning of the video. So we all popped some more of the shroom pills. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were. I was like, no, you were like 4. I had already taken. Me and Steven had already taken like 6, I think, 5. And we were like on our last ones, bruh. We were like on our last ones. Yes, how he dropped them in the toilet. Anyway, back to the story. So yeah, we take the last few. I'm pretty sure they were the last few. And we get on this Pirates of the Caribbean ride, dude. It was you, right? Me and my brother sat in the fucking front. Like the very first seats, dude. Oh my God! Come over here and help me remember what the experience, dude. Cause
so
I remember
Jerry, we're standing in line, and I'm like, bro, we gotta get the very first seat so we can see all this. You know what I mean? And we had just picked up the Little that day.
I already got all that.
So we had that. We're sitting in the very front. We're passing it back and forth. It's dark.
Oh
so you
my
can't see
God,
nothing.
dude!
Oh my
Every
God.
time there was an area of this ride where it was dark, chiefing. We're blinkering this. Oh my God, dude! I cannot tell you. Oh my God. Yeah, it was a cool ride in general. Like I thought it was a lot more robotic than I would have liked to enjoy it. Like, the characters were really fucking robotic, and it was like, if you were a kid, it'd be more realistic. But like, the only scenes that they weren't robotic were the ones with Jack Sparrow. Like, the scenes with Jack Sparrow were like hella realistic. Like, they had their Jack Sparrow animatronic just like singing the song, like actually looking like a real character and shit. It was crazy, dude. But yeah, after that ride, I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure we went on that Nightmare Before Christmas ride, and that shit broke on too. It fucking broke down. Like, like I forget what other ride did we try to get on that broke down.
Indiana Jones.
No, there was another one. There was 3, I'm pretty sure. If not 3, then there was 2. So this ride breaks down, but it breaks down while we're in the middle of the ride. I have pictures of me with because it breaks down right in the middle, right when you can see Jack Skellington, and he's like popping out of a fucking chimney with his hat on. And I get out of the ride and I take a selfie. Like I face my back is facing him, and my front, like the front of my body is facing the back of the cart. And I take a picture with this dude. Next thing you know, the dude on the announcements is like, everybody needs to stay in their seats. No flash photography, please. Like, dude, you could have just, like, I don't know. Like, you could have just let me take the picture. Like, obviously, I'm not going to take hella pictures.
Jack Skellington said that.
It was not Jack Skellington, but it was the dude in the ride. But, yeah, dude, like, I'm over here tripping, and I'm, like, going through this ride just fucking. But, yeah, anyway, back to the story. After the Christmas ride, we got off. It was pretty boring. I noticed that my trip is starting to settle in. Like, I'm feeling it. Every face is like starting to look like faces I've seen before. It's weird. I've heard of this, and it's one of the most common experiences I see whenever the 3 times I did do shrooms. It was like a common occurrence. Like, I would see a lot. But back to the story. After that ride, we went it was already nighttime. We went directly to the area where there was like an area we went to that we watched the fireworks at. It was pretty cool. It wasn't like I remember when I was a child, like magical, but I was with the shrooms setting in, like and me being high. It was a cool experience. It was a good way to end the night. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really drink much. My whole family was drinking a lot. They were all drunk, so they didn't really notice I was on shrooms. But yeah, that was pretty much concludes the whole experience of me microdosing at Disneyland. If you guys want a more in-depth video, I'll probably get me, my brother, and my older brother, and we all just sit around, smoke, and actually tell the story of what happened, like 3 perspectives. But that's for a later date. If you enjoyed this little 22-minute video, me talking about what happened at Disneyland, then like, comment, subscribe. Any of those 3 lets me know that you specifically enjoyed this video. And with that, all I gotta say is stay sturdy, my friends.